Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a beginner's guide for iMovie in 2020. Now you guys know I do this video every single year, so it's again that time for me to give you guys a beginner's guide. We did get some updates and things that are new, not major things or anything. So yeah, I'll be including all of that in today's video. So I just want to say in this video, I'm going to be mentioning a lot of videos that I have done on iMovie that you guys can go check out. The only reason for this is because this is a beginner's guide, so it's only going to be a rough explanation of some of the features in the app, not all of the features, and also not in depth or anything. But if you want more in-depth explanations of tutorials and things and how to do certain things on iMovie, I have an entire playlist dedicated to that, an iMovie playlist, and just some other videos that I'm going to be mentioning in this video that you can go check out and just get a more in-depth explanation on how to use a feature to its full advantages, because this is only a beginner's guide, quick, simple, easy. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Also guys, if you're interested in how to edit your home screen, like you can see my home screen on my phone with widgets and with custom icons, I'll have a video in the description box below, as well a few videos on explaining how to do all of this. If you guys are interested, because I know I'm gonna get questions on that. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the iMovie beginner's guide. So I'm gonna go into iMovie, and here you can see all of my projects. So you can even name your projects. I'm too lazy to do that, but yeah, you can name your projects and everything. But let's start on creating a new project by clicking on this plus button here and selecting movie. It will then take you to your photo library, where you can choose which videos you want to import to start your edit with, but don't worry, you can again import those videos, more videos later in your editor. But I'm just gonna be importing a quick video, so you can choose which videos you want to import. So I'm gonna select this one, and you can also then, once you've selected it, tap on this correction mark right here. Now, if you want to select more than one clip, that's easy. You just tap on the second clip, again, press on the correction mark, so that clip will also be added. So here you can see 2 items are selected. I'm just going to go with the one for now. And once you're done with that, just tap down here on create movie. And now we have our first video imported into our video. So just to make you guys a bit more familiar with what we're working with here, this is our timeline here. We have our video here that we just imported. If you tap on the video, you get more editing options, but we're going to get in that a little later. This is where your timestamp is. So for instance, if I split a clip, which we're going to get into later, it's going to split at the position of this white bar right here. So that is your timeline header. I don't really know what to call it. Yeah, so that's what that is. You also have a few controls around here. So up here you can tap on this question mark to get a few more details of what each button does. That button is basically taking my job right now. And then we have this button here, which is the undo button, the press and play button. This button takes you to the beginning of your clip. So here you can see it's the beginning of the clip now, so I can move anywhere. If I just want to go back to the beginning, tap on that and it goes back to there. Okay, so now we have that. We also have this plus button here, which we're again going to get into later, but this is where you access other photos and things that you want to import into your video. So for instance, if I like I said, want to import another video, I can just choose one here and then just again click on this plus button here, and then it imports that video as well. As you can see, in between these clips, we have this thing right here. So that is your transitions. So I'm going to tap on that, and you'll see we have a few transitions here. Not a lot, but just the basic ones. And within some of these, you have different types. So for instance, the slide one, if I tap on that, it slides to right. But also if I tap on it again, it changes. So now it's going to be sliding to the left. This one is going to be going up, and this one's going to be going down. So you have different types of variations of your transitions as well, and you can also choose the duration of your transition, so how long it's going to take for the transition to take place. And this one here says theme. Now theme is based on the theme of your project, and to change your theme you can go in here to settings. You can also choose if you want to use the sound of your theme or not, because each theme's transitions has its own sound. So here in settings, you'll see you have some themes up here. So My favorite one used to be Neon. When I started YouTube, I did a lot of editing on iMovie, and that was my favorite one to use. So, but you have a few options here, as well as all your filters are laid out here. So you can see, I did do a updated August update for iMovie where they included some more filters and things like that. Nothing too big, but yeah, they do have some more filters now. So yeah, that's all I want to show you guys right now. So let's click on done. So that's where you choose your theme. And if you don't want any transitions, you can just select none as well. I'm just going to quickly delete this clip. So let's get started with the editing within a selected clip. So I'm going to tap on this clip, and now first thing I want to show you guys is this area here. So this is your preview screen of your video. As you can see, if you tap on here, you can zoom into your video, zoom out of your video, and also using 2 fingers and rotating on your screen will allow you to rotate your video clip, as you can see. I have a video showing this where you can actually see my fingers moving, the motion you need to do to move your video. I'll have that again linked in the description box below on how to rotate videos in iMovie, so you can actually see what movement your finger needs to make, but it's just 2 fingers rotating the video clip. So you can rotate your videos again, like I said, and you can also zoom in and out. A lot of people like doing those zoom ins on their faces, and it's only for like a short period of time. How they achieve that is, say for instance, I'm talking in a clip and I just want like a 2-second area where it zooms into my face. How I do that is I can just select split and again split. So this area is where it's going to be zoomed in. So I'm just going to zoom in like so. And it's as easy as that. So then it's going to be zoomed in and then it zooms out again. So that's just a quick example of things people like to do when editing, like zoom ins on their face and things like that, how you can achieve that. Okay, so now let's get into some more editing. So I've already showed you guys a few times using the split tool. So that just splits your clip at the position. And then you can also split again. For instance, tap on this clip now and select delete if you want to delete any certain area of your video. You can also select detach, but this only works if you actually have like background audio that you want to detach. So this clip is muted and this is your audio, so you can handle your audio on its own. You don't have to use it within the video clip itself. Another thing you can do is duplicate clips, so just tap on that and now there are 2 of the same clips here. And then you can also, like I showed you guys a lot, delete a clip. So moving on from that, now let's get to this area here. This is where you adjust the speed of your video, so you can speed your videos up or slow it down by going on this thing here. Depending on what side you go to, it speeds up or slows down. And also you can add freeze frames. So I'm going to be using a video of my cat as an example, since there is movement, as you can see. So adding a freeze frame, what that looks like is you select freeze. So for the duration of that, the video is going to be standing still and then it's going to continue on like normal. So it just freezes the video for that duration. And to edit the duration, you just drag this thing in your timeline. And then you can edit the duration of how long the freeze frame has to be. Also, something that's not very popular, a lot of new beginners are kind of scared of using this, is keyframing. So that has to do with this button that says add. So for instance, I'm going to select add, then I'm going to select add again and add again. So each add is going to make it possible to edit within that little area. So as you can see, I have here a line and here a line. So in between these lines, I can add something. What I mean by that is in this area, I could possibly slow down my video for the duration of those in between these 2 lines. And for this area, I can speed up my video. And for this part, I can freeze frame my video. As you can see, so now we have different changes within our clip. So here you can see playing that, it freeze frames for a little while, plays normally, speeds up, now it's slowed down, and now it goes back to normal. So adding means you can change in between each of those lines, the duration, the speed, slowing down, things like that. This is a bit more advanced and not a lot of new beginners use this always, so don't worry too much about it. But after a while, you will get the hang of using it. It's just a matter of playing around with that feature. Okay, so going back to this clip now, you can also just adjust the volume here, up and down, real simple and easy. Text here, they have some text in iMovie. So here you can see some text options. So this is again based on what theme you have going on. So if you change the theme, this block will change according to your theme. You can also have different types of text. So this is the middle one. You can also choose the closing one, which looks like this. So this is what the opening title looks like. The middle title looks like this. Let me just get that up. So opening, middle title, and closing. So you can choose which one works best for you. Also, you have different types of text as well. So this is standard, and then you can also select if it should be center or if it should be lower. In my opinion, the text options in iMovie are very limited. You can't really do a lot. You can't really play with transitions and things like that with text. But I do have 2 videos explaining text in iMovie, one with just regular text and the other with animated text. So if you want to know how to add animated text or plain text to your videos that are way more, I don't know, better looking, I don't really know, I have videos on that, so I'll have that linked in the description box below. But yeah, play around with iMovie's text. They don't have a lot, but there are some for just some quick little text you want to add into your video. And then lastly here we have all of our filters available in iMovie. Again, not a lot, not the greatest, but it's there if you need it for something. So yeah, that's everything within a clip, all the editing that I can do within a clip. Now I'm going to be looking at adding overlays over your videos. So you have different types of overlays you can add. You can add photos, you can add videos, you can add green screens, which is kind of the same thing as videos. You can add music, or you can add voiceovers. So we're going to be showing you guys how to add those. So to add an overlay, you tap on here like we did. And here you can see, for instance, we're in our video library, but I'm going to go to photos first. So you select photos. Now to add the photo in as an overlay, not as a regular clip. To do that, tap on the photo. Tapping this plus button, as you can see, it just imports it as a regular clip, which we don't want. Also, while we're here with a photo in our timeline, as you can see, this photo is actually still standing, but it's moving in the timeline. The reason for that is, I'm going to tap on this. It's because of these settings here. So what that means is pinch to start position selects the starting position of the photo. So if I zoom into here and make this the starting position, and this is the ending position, so I'm going to move that to down here. While the video is playing, it's going to move from the starting position to the ending position. Now, sometimes this can be useful, but sometimes you just want your clip to stand still. To achieve that, all you need to do is tap on it and select Keyboard Enable, tap on it, and then it's going to be disabled. So now it's just still standing, it's not moving around. While we're here, I just wanted to say that. But anyway, adding a photo over as an overlay, not as a clip. To do that, again, we're going to go back to our photos. Tap on it, select the 3 dots here, and then you'll see we have a few options here. So cutaway looks like this. So if you don't know what that means, it's basically just this photo over this video. So you can't move it around or anything, it's just stuck in that position, and it's going to be playing over the audio of this video. So that's what it's going to be. Or it's going to, if this were to be a video, it's going to play both audios at the same time, so you can mute one probably. But yeah, that's what cutaway means. Going back here, if I tap on this overlay, here you can see we have some more editing options. But right now what I want to do is I'm going to tap down here and change this. So this is a quick way to change the settings of this to picture in picture. So picture in picture is this. This is probably the one most popular. So tapping on this, I have 3 settings here within this clip. So this one here is the same as it was with the main thing. It just zooms in the photo, zooms it in or out. So maybe like so. This option here gives you the option to move it around and make it bigger or smaller. So like so. And this option here removes or adds a border. So here you can see this is what it looks like without a border. Tapping on that, it has now a white border around it. It's a bit hard to see in this clip. Let me just move it so you can actually see what it looks like with the color. So here, look in this corner down here, without a border, with a border, as you can see. So that's just if you want a border around your photos. A lot of people find that annoying, so they just remove it. So yeah, depending on your needs, that's how you add a border around it. Now to change this again, we're gonna go to split screen. Tap on that. This is what split screen looks like, real plain and simple. Now we have options here. Again, the option to zoom in or out of your photo, you can do that. This option here gives you the option of rotating it to where you want the split screen to be. And this option here just makes, you can choose whether you want a line in between these two clips. So it's kind of like the border, but just a line now. So that's what split screen looks like. And down here, this is blue/green screen. Now this is not a great image to use for that, but you can choose now which color do you want to make transparent. So say I want this white to be transparent. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to take all of pigments of that color out of this photo. And now, obviously, this works better with actual green slash or blue screens. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to get to green screens and blue screens later. That's just showing you guys all the options for photos, adding photos as overlays. I'm going to go back to picture-in-picture now because that's in my opinion, the best one, and just place it down. So that's how you add photos. In iMovie, you can only add one overlay at a time. So for instance, my time header thing here, this line, is now at the position of where I have my main clip and I have my overlay clip. If I click on the plus button and try to import another photo, for example, in split screen or as a picture-in-picture, tap on the three dots, select picture-in-picture, it's gonna add it in here at the end because you can't have two clips playing at the same time or two photos over the video, the main video, only one overlay at a time. But yeah, so that's how you add photos over your videos. Now let's get to adding videos over your videos. So this is very much the same as the photos one. So we're gonna go to videos, and here I have all my videos. So adding, for example, this here, this is a screen recording that I've done. So adding that over, I'm gonna tap again on these three dots, and you have the same exact options as you did with the photo. The only added one is audio, since videos can have audio, so you can just import the audio of a certain video. But I'm gonna be choosing picture-in-picture. For some reason, screen recordings that are taken with the iPhones that don't have home buttons, because the screens are bigger or taller, I guess, it crops it a bit, because it's not 16:9, which is the usual video size. So that's a little suckish. If you want to know how to do, like, edit videos with screen recordings and iPhone, like you can see on my video right now, I have my screen recording rolling, this thing that you're watching right now, and I have an iPhone surrounding that. If you want to know how to do that in iMovie, I'll leave a video again in the description box below for you guys to go check out if you want to see how to do that. Moving on, so editing this, you can do that, zooming in or out, again, the moving thing, and again, you can add a border or remove a border, your choice. But now again, if you want to add another video over this, I'm going to tap on this plus button again, and now we're going to import this green screen. Tap on it, select the three dots, green/blue screen. It adds it in at the end because it can't have two overlays at the same time. So this is what my green screen looks like. I have again a video that's more in depth on green screens in the description box below. I'm sorry you guys are gonna be pretty sick about that right now. But anyway, so editing green screens, these are the options you have. So here we have these options here, and we have this option to reset. So tapping on reset here, you can see it just resets it to a green screen again. It's not transparent anymore. Then you can tap on any color to make it transparent. So if it got, maybe you have a green screen and it has blue in it as well, but it took out the green, or it took out the blue instead of the green, you can reset it and then just tap on the color to make it transparent. So for instance, if I just want this white to be out, then it looks like that. But yeah, I want the green to be out. So this is what it looks like. Also, up here, this option here edits the strength of the green screen. So sometimes the green doesn't go out all the way, or sometimes it makes the color of your video a bit weird or a bit more foggy looking, just edit the strength to max and that won't happen. And with green screens, you can't move it, but I have a video on how to move green screens if you want to check that out. I'm so sorry. So I have a video on that if you want to see how to move green screens. But with green screens, like I said, you can move it, but you can crop your green screens. That's the only option you do have. So you can crop green screens in here. So that's green screens and blue screens that you can add over your videos. Pretty simple. So yeah, green screens and blue screens, pretty easy to use. Just play around with the settings and everything. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Just select green/blue screen option. Now for music, clicking on this plus button again. Just gonna, here you can see you have all your things here. Audio, this area here is where you get all your music. So if you've bought music on iTunes, it will show up in My Music. But do be advised, mostly that's gonna be copyrighted music. Then we have sound effects here, which are free in iMovie. They have a few sound effects here you can choose from, which is really nice. You can also search for some. So they have a lot of sound effects that you can use in iMovie, and also soundtracks here. When I started using iMovie like 3 years ago, maybe more, probably more, they had very little variety. This was all they had. But now they have so many different varieties. All of these music are copyright free, so you can use it in your videos without any problem. So yeah, they have a bunch of background music that you can use. So for instance, to use one, just tap on it. It's gonna start playing. And tap on this plus button here. And now we have this music playing here. And you can also edit it. So for instance, if you wanted to fade out a bit more, I'm gonna tap on this area here and tap fade here. So if you want your music to fade in, just edit this triangle like so. So it's gonna fade in. The music is gonna lightly increase to this area. And you can also fade it out at the end. And that's that. So easy as that. The thing with background music is you can't move it around. It's stuck to the starting position of your video. To change that, all you need to do is change it to a foreground. So now you can move this music around anywhere in your timeline. It doesn't have to be stuck to the beginning of your video. So then you can move your music around anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. So yeah, and again, changing it to background just makes it cut to the beginning of your video. But yeah, foreground is just a lot more easier to handle and manipulate than background music. So that's a quick tip for you guys when adding music into your video. And now for adding voiceovers, tap on this plus button here. And we're gonna go to voiceover. Real quick and easy. You're gonna click on record. It's gonna count down. And then you'll start talking and whatever, select stop. And then it gives you these options. Cancel just deletes this entire voiceover. If you accidentally tap that, it's really hard crushing. Retake just makes you retake the whole thing. So it's just going to count down 3, 2, 1 again, and just from the exact same starting position that you selected. Preview plays back your voiceover for you. And then you can select accept if you want to accept that voiceover there. So that's how you do that. Tapping on this recording here. Again, you can change it to background or foreground or whatever. Here you can also adjust your volume. Volume adjustment is probably more okay with background music because mostly you're going to want to lower the volume of your background music so you can actually hear yourself talking. So yeah, that's probably it. I don't know if I missed something. I'm pretty sure that was all I wanted to show you guys in this video for a beginner's guide for iMovie. Again, if you are struggling even still, they do have this option here that shows you guys what each button does, learn more. But I'm pretty sure you guys will be okay with just watching the information in this video. Guys, I really am sorry for saying this so many times in this video, but there are so many videos that I've made a bit more in depth on features in iMovie because there's actually so much you can do with this app, even though it looks very limited with the help of other apps, obviously. But this app is still one of my favorite apps to edit on. It's just very simple and easy. So yeah, I really do recommend this app for beginners, but you're gonna need to watch a few more videos and do research if you want to use this app to its full potential. So yeah, that was my beginner's guide for iMovie. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Leave a comment down below if it was helpful for you guys, and if I missed something, definitely leave a comment down below, because I feel like I missed something and I don't know what it was. So yeah, definitely leave a comment down below. Click on the video to see my previously uploaded video, and click on the playlist to see the iMovie playlist of all the videos and tutorials I've done on iMovie. There are a lot. I've been doing this for a while, so yeah, definitely check that out. Definitely subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Be weird and be proud of it, and stay safe. Love you guys so much. Bye.